Hi, everybody. My name is Ann Verhey-Henke. I can't see you, but I know you can see me. I actually am quite thrilled at the fact that public health has weaved its way through the first two presentations, and it will weave its way through the third, I promise. I'm the Managing Director for Innovation and Social Entrepreneurship at the School of Public Health. I lead this program called Innovation in Action, and it's for all University of Michigan students, so if you're a student in the room, we're still recruiting teams for this year's cohort. But today I actually want to introduce you to somebody who actually has no affiliation to the University of Michigan as far as I know. I met her on November 7th, 2016 at Red Hook in Detroit. And what I saw when I met Rachna was a very passionate entrepreneur who wanted to tackle one of public health's greatest challenges, which is us. We are our own biggest challenge in our health because we know what we need to do, but that doing it is really hard. Just like Brianna talked about, that getting up and going running, behavior change is hard. So what I want you to do as you hear Rachna talk about Foodstand and this growth of her company, first when I met her, she was doing B2C, and through her learning over 11 months, she's totally transitioned into a B2B model and actually has paying customers. So I encourage you to think about how to bring Foodstand in your life, in the life of those you love, and for whom you want to challenge to have the behavior change that leads to better health outcomes so that healthcare costs, like Jonathan talked about, don't keep skyrocketing up, but that we become the change we need to be. So I'd like to welcome to the stage Rachna and have her present Foodstand.
Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to strawberry fields. Nothing is real.
Hi, everybody. Thanks, Anne, for such a lovely introduction. I am Rachna Govani, CEO and co-founder of Foodstand. We're a digital health behavior change company that is focused on helping you build healthy eating habits. So I'm going to start by introducing you to one of our members, Nicole from Bloomington, Indiana. She is the mother of Mason, who you see in the photo. And like 70% of Americans, she's trying her darndest to be healthy every single day. Her doctor told her that if she doesn't make any changes today, she's going to face heart disease, diabetes, and a lifetime of pills, something that she definitely doesn't want in her future. Now, because her doctor will only be able to help her in earnest once she's really sick, she turned to what was available on the market, existing self-service get healthy solutions. But what she realized, like many of you have probably realized and people in my family have realized, is these things don't work. They're actually based on faulty science. Everything from calorie counters, which tell you all calories are created equal. We know that's not true. From fad diets, which are basically a pipe dream. You know, if you do this thing for 21 days, you'll be cured. Also not true. And finally, activity trackers. We've learned, just like Nicole has learned very quickly, that you cannot outrun a bad diet. Now, Nicole is not alone. I've experienced this, my friends and family have experienced this, and I'm sure many of you have also experienced this problem, that unhealthy eating is a very, very big issue in our lives, and that's why it is the #1 cause of premature death. Now, this is a big problem and an expensive one. 2/3 of the U.S. are either overweight or obese, and this costs the country over $1 trillion, with employers bearing the brunt of that cost, whether it's in direct healthcare costs that they're paying for or lost productivity. Over $150 billion is lost in businesses, basically because unhealthy people are not coming to work on time. Now, the crazy and more opportunistic thing is that, as Anne mentioned, we know how to prevent this problem. We know if that we eat healthier, if we eat less processed food, more plants, fewer animal products, and if we eat more mindfully, we can prevent these things from happening. Now, if I could click my heels and make everybody do that, that would be amazing, but behavior change is a very hard problem. And that's why my team came together to build Foodstand. It is a healthy eating behavior change program to help people build those very habits into their daily lives. So we started by bringing together leaders in public health, nutrition, behavioral therapy, and game design to come up with a solution that was basically flipping the diet on its head. It's an innovative approach. So the way our mobile platform works is that we take people through these bite-sized challenges. Don't change everything at once. You'll do things like quit soda, or like Nicole did, avoid added sugar at breakfast as her first challenge. The platform provides you with one-on-one support, personalized education, and then most importantly, an accountability system that helps you stay on track. So think of this accountability system or a buddy system as the sponsor in AA, somebody who's going to help you remember to avoid soda or avoid added sugar at breakfast. Nicole added her husband and her coworkers as her buddies. And so far, she's been very successful. So our path to growth really, it would be amazing if we could get everybody to use this thing on day one, but we knew that if we wanted to build something that everybody could use and also make money doing it, we needed to be very thoughtful. So we started by launching a direct-to-consumer free app on the market. You guys can all take your phones out, you can download the Foodstand app and take one of our challenges. We did that because we wanted to prove that the program was effective, first and foremost, and then also build a pipeline of evangelists like Nicole who are going to take us to their workplaces. Then this past spring, we piloted a kind of paid version of our teams, and we had some really strong success with those pilots. So now today, we're actually out selling, and we have some paying customers, but we're starting with small to medium-sized businesses so that we can get sales quicker. They make decisions much more quickly, they are an underserved market, and they're willing to, bring a program like ours on because we're also engaging their employees at the same time. And then ultimately next year, we're going to start selling to some of these larger employers through insurance brokers that we've already built relationships with and aggregators. And so far, this has proven to be the right move. On the consumer side, we've grown pretty quickly where we now have members in over 70 countries around the world who are using Foodstand on an individual basis to make their lives healthier every single day. And it's actually working for them. So 55% of those who came to Foodstand to lose weight have reported losing 10 pounds or more over the course of the program. And then 78% of members say Foodstand is more effective than all those other solutions they've tried. Weight Watchers, diet, the fad diets, the calorie counters, and so on. And that's translated, since we started selling this past summer, into real sales. We have 4 paying customers already, with the 5th hopefully coming in as soon as I get back to my computer. And we have 100 other leads that are in the pipeline that span the gamut of potential clients. And Nicole, so Nicole started about 7 months ago, and she's already lost 25 pounds and has kept it off by using our program. Her feedback really is that we've given her a tool that helps her focus on the exact things that are going to make the difference for her without being judged, without changing too many things at once. And so when we think about the market for this, the crazy thing is that people are already spending a ton of money on trying to keep their workforce healthy. It's over $40 billion market, with nearly 20% of that money going towards those faulty solutions that are focused on nutrition and healthy eating. What we're seeing is that about 62% of small to medium-sized businesses are already putting money into these things that don't work, and they're paying about $10 per person per month. Now, our program is there to basically targeting that same market of small to medium-sized businesses, and we're charging $5 per person per month. So we're more affordable, we're more effective, and most importantly, we've provided a program that basically people really like to use because we've already proven it with our B2C model. And so when we think about the landscape of opportunities out there, you see all these folks sort of on your left. Those are folks that are the old world players that are based on faulty science. Their product is rooted in something that doesn't work. They're all losing share, and they'll eventually sort of fall off the chart. There is a new crop of innovative players out there that are sitting in this bottom right. They are really focused on the kind of sicker of the folks, and they're presenting very expensive solutions that are very intense. So for the average person like Nicole, she doesn't have time for something like this program. And so for us, we're coming in and providing that affordable, effective solution that's really joyful to use. And what that translates into is a little bit of revenue this year. You can see up there that we're on target to hit our numbers for 2017. But as we grow and start tackling the bigger employers and bringing our program there, that turns into about a $55 million business by year 5. Now, can we actually get there is the question. And the interesting thing is we've already started conversations with the folks that will help us get there. And they basically have told us, come in with a few more case studies and we'll bring you to GM as soon as you're ready. So we know it's definitely possible. We've brought together a really unique group of people that have an experience in behavior change, in nutrition, and in tech. This is a unique group of people that don't exist in other kinds of wellness companies that are really focused on helping people keep these behaviors long term to eventually prevent the onset of chronic disease. We've also amassed a group of public health leaders and organizations like Johns Hopkins, CSPI, the True Health Initiative, and researchers at the Harvard School of Public Health who are not only helping us kind of build this existing product, but stay ahead of the science so that not only can we capture the market, but then we can stay ahead as we grow. And so if you want to ditch dieting and build healthy habits for life, you can take a look at our free Foodstand app on the iTunes and Google Play Store. And then if you want to bring Foodstand to your organization, whether it's a workplace, it's a community group, or it's a school, go to thefoodstand.com and sign up to schedule a demo, or come talk to me afterwards, and I'd love to tell you more. Thanks.